Hey guys, it's Lizzie. If you don't already know, I make singing content videos across different platforms. I have about 20,000 followers on TikTok.
Whoa!
And not that many on YouTube. But I am trying to grow my YouTube channel because TikTok is presumably getting banned in the next couple of weeks. So you're going to be seeing a lot more of my videos on here. I've only been posting on TikTok for about 6 months now, so it's still very new to me. But throughout those 6 months, something I've always gotten comments and DMs about is singing advice, singing tips, how I got to where I am today. So today I'm going to be telling you how I built up my technique in 2 years without a voice teacher. I want to preface this video with the fact that I do not think I'm the greatest singer in the world. I am not a vocal coach, and it is up to you to decide whether or not you want to trust me or not. But I have had a lot of comments and DMs about this, so I really do want to share in every way that I can because singing is the greatest thing in my life. The advice that I have is very personal to myself and my own journey, so I am going to be sharing a little bit about that. If you're looking for like a direct statement of here's everything you need to do to get better at singing, this video is probably not for you. But I do feel like my journey and my advice go hand in hand, so I'll be sharing a little bit of that. Just a little taste of my life for you today. Nothing too crazy. It was actually around 2 years at this time. It was December of 2022 that I decided I wanted to start singing again. I had taken a really long break from singing. I lost my passion for it and I just didn't do it as much anymore. I didn't just sing very casually, and I lost a lot of my technique because of that. So my technique 2 years ago was pretty much just push as hard as you can and get up to the note, because I thought that was what supporting was. It's not. I would become very vocally exhausted after just doing like one song because I was pushing so hard, and I'd just start coughing after hitting all the high notes. I'd need water and I would need a break before I could do anything like that again, and I'd start doing like really easy songs. And there would be moments where I would get up to a note, but it would go in the wrong place, and I would either just stop completely or I'd try and keep going because I didn't want to stop. I wanted to, get a good video of it so I could listen to it. And then afterward, I'd have to take a break for like 10 minutes. It would really, really hurt my throat. But I loved singing so much, I began to do it so often. And I wasn't even practicing because I wanted to get better. I was just doing it for fun. I loved being able to express any emotion I was feeling through any song I could find out there. So every Monday I had off, I would sit in this very room and I would sing every single song. I would just look up karaoke tracks, music theater, pop, folk, jazz, literally everything I sang. One day I'd be really sad, so I'd sing a really sad song to let it out. And one day I'd be really mad, so I'd sing a really angry song to kind of get that feeling out. And it just became a routine that I loved to do every week. And although I just started posting 6 months ago, I was posting every week on my close friends list all of my little songs that I was singing. I don't think anybody cared, which is why I'm so glad to have the platform I do now where people like to hear that stuff, because I don't think my close friends list cared at all. But I've been doing this recording myself and listening back to it for a very long time. Recording myself was a really good step for me because first off, I could listen to it back and be like, did that sound like other people sound? Did it sound like I was doing it too heavy, too scream-like? Or was that, healthily placed? And also I was looking at myself and being like, I'm working really hard to get up there. Like, what can I be doing to make that easier so that I'm not having to use my whole entire body and close my eyes and tighten up my face so that I can get up to that note? So I'm recording myself all the time and I'm singing a lot of different kinds of music, and that really helped me a ton because I feel like when I sing a song now, I can pull different things from different genres or different, types of music and make my songs more colorful and more captivating to listen to. I also feel like it really helped me sing with a lot of emotion because, you're singing a song that someone wrote about their life and you're singing it as if it's you, and it just starts getting easier and easier to add emotion into your singing. I know this is such a cookie cutter answer, but really, I have practiced so much in the last 2 years and I have seen so much improvement. I did not have a voice teacher. I did not have anybody helping me. It was all just through my own practice. And sometimes I would get overwhelmed and I wouldn't want to sing that day and it wouldn't be fun anymore. And so I started to make myself these themed practices, and I would do Disney princesses this one day. I would do villains this one day. I would do duets a different day, and every single day I focused on something new so that I wasn't always trying to sing the same song over and over and over again and get super frustrated by it. A lot of you guys have asked me about my breath control and what I did to make my breathing easier. I received some really good advice not too long ago, maybe a year ago, but it was from my brother. It was actually unsolicited advice. He just let me know while I was singing a song one day. He said, "You're always running on empty. You're letting yourself work harder for these notes and push harder instead of just taking a breath, a nice full breath to help you get up to those notes. You don't need to be punching it every single time." He told me that every time I take a breath, it should be as full as I can get it, and then as I let it out as I sing, take another breath to get it as full as I can get it, and never let it get down to here. Even if I could go a full 30 seconds of just letting myself use my air and then taking another breath to get it back up there, I shouldn't be, because I can use that as breath support. I can use that to get up to those notes without having to squeeze every inch of me to get up there. Also, in the last year or so, I've started doing breathing exercises, and I feel like it is such good practice for how deeply you need to breathe to be able to sing these crazy songs. Now, maybe the most important thing that I will say to you today is don't let yourself get frustrated through singing. I have had so many moments where I got so mad at myself. I would be so upset because why couldn't I do the things that I wanted to do? Why couldn't I hit these notes anymore? And it would make me so frustrated that in times I would never want to sing again. I'd say that I hated singing. I was like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this to myself? I was putting so much pressure on myself. For what? Something I have learned so heavily in the last 2 years is singing is fun. Singing is joyful. It's an art. It's beautiful. It's not supposed to be something you're beating yourself over. And if you find yourself getting frustrated with a song or a part of a song or yourself in general, stop singing or move on to a new song or move on to a different part of the same song. Just do something that isn't going to frustrate you, because it is just so sad to put so much emphasis on something that is supposed to be so fun and so beautiful and joyful. Through practicing so much, I feel like I really got to know my voice and what I could do with it. For the first time in my life, I was able to know what supporting meant or what placements meant. People would always say to me, like, place it in the back of your head. And I'm like, I don't sing from the back of my head. I don't really know what that means. And honestly, again, I'm not a voice teacher. I don't know the best way to explain that, but I feel like the more and more that I was practicing and getting to know where things felt right, it just came so naturally. And a lot of people ask me questions like, how did you figure out your placement? How did you, prepare for this song that you sang? And the truth is that I wasn't preparing or trying so hard to find the right placement. I was just singing, and naturally my voice kind of settled in the right spot so that I could be doing it all the time. And I'm sure there's people that will think this is really bad advice, and I'm not saying to wear yourself out through practice or, again, let yourself get frustrated, but if you want to get better at singing, you have to put in the work and the time to get better. Nobody has ever woken up one morning and thought, today I'm going to try to belt, and done it perfectly. It does not happen in a day. It does not happen in a month. It took me years to figure out what was right for me and what I could sing on for a long time. So start now. Make it fun. Make it something that you love to do, that it's just seriously the best part of your day. If you're able to get a voice teacher or a vocal coach, I would always suggest it. I think it's amazing to have someone listen to you who knows what they're talking about and tell you if it's working for you or not, or how you can get better. And if you cannot, I would find a nice peer, a nice friend, your parents, your siblings, whoever can listen to you and tell you what they think, because a lot of the time it's hard to make judgments about yourself. If you need song recommendations that are a little easier on the mixing or belting side, I really like Not for the Life of Me from Thoroughly Modern Millie. That's a song I always warm up with, just because I feel like you really build up to the big parts, and so you can, kind of warm up as you go. I'm so bad at warming up. Don't take advice from that. And then Colors of the Wind from Pocahontas I really like too. I feel like it's a really good mixing song. Like, you don't ever have to do anything too heavy. Just nice and mixy. But find someone who's going to be honest with you on how you can improve, and let them help you. I'm sorry that I can't help more and give more detailed advice, but this is truly what has worked for me. It did work for me. If you have any questions or anything else that you want to know, feel free to reach out to me. I always do my best to respond to anybody who DMs me. I'm happy to help in all the ways that I can. I'll just end this video off by saying, singing is the greatest thing of all time to me. It is everything to me. It brings me so much joy and happiness in my life, and I love when you guys say things like, I inspired you to sing, or, you're getting voice lessons because you saw my videos. It just makes me so happy because it really brings me so much joy, and I hope that you find the same joy in it. If you want to sing, start now. Make it fun. Make it the best time of your day. And please don't compare yourself to anybody ever. Everybody's on their own journey. Everybody had to start from zero at some point, or 25 or 50 or wherever you're personally at. It doesn't help you in any way to compare yourself to other people. All you gotta do is put in the work, and you can do it. I love you guys so much. Make sure to like and subscribe so you can see my other videos.